Welcome back to GoldSeek TV. I'm Vanessa Collette, and I'm thrilled to be joined by Jonathan Awde. He is the co-founder and CEO of Gold Standard Ventures. It's great to see you, John.
It's great to be here. Thank you very much.
Now, John, the last downturn in the last 4 years, you've really played it to your favor by going out there and consolidating in the Carlin Trend. And you have this, is it the second largest contiguous land package in Nevada?
Well, actually, we have the second largest contiguous land package in the Carlin Trend behind Newmont.
Right.
And we decided to use this downturn as an opportunity to acquire and consolidate land where we probably wouldn't have been able to do so if we were in a bull market.
How did you pull that off? I mean, it's quite a
we have a great team, and we were persistent and tenacious and recognizing that our vision, if achieved, could potentially put something under one roof that's never been done before.
Right. So you have 48 square miles. What's the vision for you with the company?
Look, we wanted to consolidate as much of the Carlin Trend as we could. Anything south of Rain and Emigrant, we were looking to consolidate. The vision here is to have a district with multiple deposits, multiple ore types, and we think the project can deliver that.
Right. Now, you just released drill results recently. Were you pleased with the results?
Yeah, and we actually our stock went up on the day, which is
Wow.
which is rare in this market. But yeah, I think we were really impressed with what we saw at Dark Star. We came out with a maiden resource earlier this year of 375,000 ounces. We stepped out 150 meters, hit it to the north, 800 meters, hit it again. So we're looking at connecting the dots in this next portion of phase 3.
Right.
And Pinion continues to grow and shows no signs of having any limitations.
Now, you mentioned to me before the reason you're focused on Pinion and Dark Star is because they're so shallow. It's very low cost to drill, and the economics, you said you could put those together pretty quickly. So what kind of time frame are we looking at on that?
We're doing a lot of our metallurgical work right now. For a heap leach project, the most sensitive part of the economic model is recovery. So we think that our recovery is going to be in a range closer to what Newmont has at Emigrant, similar ore types. But just to your earlier comment, I mean, Pinion's something that's bite-sized that we could build on our own, and it is shallow. It's oxide. Really, the two kinds of deposits that are getting any traction in this market are shallow oxide or higher grade underground targets.
Right.
And we feel that Pinion has a great shot at becoming something special.
So you're doing metallurgy right now, and when are you going to start phase 3 of the drill program?
The guys are going on break here for about 10 days, and
Okay.
then when they get back, we'll resume phase 3.
And that's a year-round drilling, I imagine.
Yeah, what's been approved by the board is $1.5 million,
Okay.
primarily at Pinion and Dark Star. And then we'll look to move that RC rig up north at Railroad and drill some of the other targets up north.
And then you had another target, I think, that you in a better market would be pretty excited to focus on, and that was the North Bullion. And
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that was a blind discovery. So what does that mean, having a blind discovery?
Well, when you look at the history of the Carlin Trend and when you look at these Carlin systems, none of the Carlin systems have a one-off. There's not just one single deposit. And it was a blind target, and we had some monster holes, but it's a complex target, and it's expensive to drill, and it's something that the geologists really want to drill, and I'm a bit apprehensive because of the kind of market that we're in. But it's something that you don't have those kinds of intercepts without there being something meaningful there.
Right.
So we're trying to get a better handle on our core costs, which we think we're almost there. We're talking about a significant reduction in cost to drill that thing, and if we can do so, we'd like to get back in there.
So what can investors watch out for in the next 12 months?
Continue drilling results from Pinion and Dark Star, which is the focus of our company right now. But also we have a lot of other compelling targets that our team have built up. And we do want to get back into North Bullion. We think there's something very meaningful and impactful going on there. And the metallurgical results should be out in the next 3 or 4 months. So we've decided to be active, and we have a balance sheet to do so. We've got about $17 million in cash. So if the market does go lower, I hope we're past that, but if
Right.
it does go lower, we have enough cash to ride this thing through and still getting work done at the same time.
Absolutely. Now, what's your background, John, and what drew you to mining, or what drew you in particular to Gold Standard?
My background is economics and finance. That's my education. I started at Wolverton Securities here in Vancouver. Vancouver has a rich history of funding the exploration, development, and production of different natural resources, and was exposed to it then, and was sort of hooked at an early age.
What's your favorite aspect of mining?
I mean, I love acquiring an asset that someone thinks is garbage, and or being opportunistic when other people can't, and putting something together and having a vision and executing.
Absolutely. Now, who's joined your team in the last little while? I saw that Oceana funded the company, and then there was also the Hunt.
Yeah, in our February financing, we had the Hunt brothers. One of them came in, and his son came in for about $3 million, and obviously a very large, successful oil and gas family, but with diversified holdings, in different sectors. And they're not necessarily gold equity players, but they saw a similarity to what we had done, consolidating the land package with what they did in the Bakken shale oil play. And then we had Ivan Bebic come on as an advisor.
It's recently with Caden Resources.
Yeah, I think what he was able to do in a crappy market, selling his company to Agnico Eagle and making a lot of money for his shareholders, he's come on and been a huge help in the market, and has introduced a lot of his shareholders to Gold Standard, and he's put his money where his mouth is. And I think that you look at the people who have bought Gold Standard stock this year alone. You've had Albert Friedberg, our biggest shareholder. He put $6 million into the company in February. He owns 17.5% of the company. Ivan and his group have probably bought about 10% of the company in the open market at prices higher than today. And Oceana paid 65 cents for a just under 15% stake. So there's been a really good group, call it changing of the guard, to offset some of this bear market selling.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, John. It was great getting the update, and we'll certainly be watching with interest.
Thanks very much.